in a place not far from here, in a time not so long ago, we find a little patch of bush. And in that bush, we hear the sound, that familiar sound.
Nothing, no problem.
Surveyor cutting a tea tree pole for the use as a backsite for an upcoming surveyor. Here we find our surveyor toiling away, finding perhaps the only piece of tea tree in that solitary bush, a nice straight tea tree pole which he prepares with calico to enable the sighting of the pole from a theodolite not so far away. He emerges from the bush to find the peg that is required to sight to, as he deftly makes a hole in the very hard ground with his trusty slasher that has been with him for quite some time. He deftly positions the pole to the applause of the awaiting spectators. A fine long shot there by the cameraman as we zero in on our intrepid field assistant, now trying to ram his pole firmly into a position approximately over the top of the peg. Unfortunately, due to drought conditions, it is very dry, and we have to make the hole deeper so that we can get the pole in sufficiently firmly that it will hold its position over the peg to enable the sighting of the tip of the pole. Yes, that looks about right as he rams away with his trusty slasher that has done many a pole on many a different occasion. We find a little bit of advice being offered from the spectators that have gathered to see this spectacle. He reaches into his pocket and drags out his trusty plumb bob, which he carries with him. A fine close-up shot there by the cameraman as he unfurls the plumb bob and holds it at the tip of the pole to see how close he is to the centre of the peg. It looks like there's going to be a little bit of adjustment needed there, a few deft taps behind the pole and to one side to bring it approximately, the tip of the pole approximately into the middle of the peg. You can see the pole is getting firm, it's holding up there reasonably well. He now does a further check with the plumb bob just to see how close we are. So we can see the plumb bob held deftly just touching the tip of the pole. As we come down onto the peg, we can see that he has positioned the tip of the pole reasonably central to the peg. And we have the tip of the pole vertically above the peg in this age-old tradition of surveyors setting up the tea tree pole over the peg as a backsite, leaving the pole there for time immemorial so that they do not have to come back to the backsite, and thereby saving a fair amount of time. It looks like it's just a few little final taps of adjustment required just to get the pole just to that ultimate accuracy. The time-honoured tradition. Sounds like there's a fierce wind there as he uses his body to shelter the plumb bob string just to get it that so much steady and over the centre of the pole. You can see the cameraman swaying somewhat in the breeze perhaps. And we've got it pretty much ready to go now. with the tip of the pole over the centre of the peg. It now remains that he is happy with that for our intrepid field assistant to signal to the surveyor at some distance that it's all ready to go, and he can observe the pole with certainty that is positioned right over the centre of the peg.
Okay.
Well done,
You right?
that man.
That's our little exercise.